Shalom. Before I begin this video, all praise, honor, and glory goes into Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well and taught us his truth, as well as the sincere salutations to the elder bishops, along with you brothers who are laboring all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Barakathum. To you brothers. And the title of this lesson is Wartime in America is coming. Alright? Because just like how you have this article here, it says in ICE's own words, it's wartime in America. So it's a culture of war and, preparing for war, the war drums banging. Now we know ultimately, World War III cannot kick off till the CHIP is implemented. Because that is a comforter as well. Understanding the sequence of the prophecies. Because with certain indicated, now after the CHIP comes about, we know that, okay, things are going to really, progress forward as far as wartime. It says ICE just launched a wartime recruitment campaign and seeks agents who want to defend their culture. And there will be more. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. So that's old girl. So it says 3 days, before that incident, that a press release has been put out. All right, it says that ICE announces historic 120% manpower increase. Damn. So that bonus, however much that bonus is, I don't know the exact amount the bonus is, but people are, signing up for that, whether it be, ex-military or whether it be, former cops or whatever the case is. All right, that's the new thing, being an ICE agent. Which that's a hard job, man. It says thanks to the recruitment campaign that brought in 12,000 officers and agents. It says that they received more than 220,000 applications to join ICE from patriotic Americans. ICE blew past its original hiring target of 10,000 new officers and agents within a year. In fact, we have more than doubled our officers and agents from 10,000 to 22,000, which is where they get that 120% increase. With these new patriots on the team, we will be able to accomplish what many say was impossible and fulfill DT's promise to make America safe again. Right, surveillance. And then eventually, the CHIP. See, the CHIP, in order to help know who's who, alright, they're going to have the CHIP. So we can confirm, who everybody is. It says, it appears that goods, let's move on. It says it's hard to think of a more apt word for someone who fires 3 point-blank shots. Alright, new patriots. So they're coming up with all types of new words, man. which these, it's not no word that hasn't been invented before. They just combining, they're combining new words. The new patron, says, what in the world was he doing still out in the field? Serve your country, defend your culture, no undergraduate degree required. Damn. You just gotta be willing. Serve your country, okay, nothing objectionable about that. But then we take a very Trumpian, Millerian turn. Defend your culture. Who is that aimed at? You know who that's aimed at. When they say, MAGA, they wanted to go back to when Esau was at his heyday. Which that's old news. That ain't gonna happen again. That's over with. You already passed that. Alright, Esau, your glory days, those are over. Esau's still reminiscing about them glory days. It's over with. We flashing forward, man. We moving on. We moving on to the kingdom. We moving on to you in slavery. We moving on to the other nations in captivity, man. It says, what set of emotional reactions is that command supposed to fire, and in whom? What culture precisely is he referring to? And finally, the reassurance that the job is open to practically anyone. So if you got a heartbeat, line on up. They getting desperate. $100 million recruitment campaign, damn. It says that it is referred to as a wartime recruitment strategy. The campaign, as the Washington Post put it, will target people who have attended UFC fights, listened to patriotic podcasts, or shown an interest in tactical gear. So, wait a minute. And how are they gathering that information? See, this is part of E. See, because E want to look, in order to be a ICE agent, they doing crazy background checks. Crazy background. E want to know what you had for breakfast last week. It says any organization that goes from 10,000 to 22,000 in 6 months has hired some very unqualified people. Basically, all their replacements. Let's say each one of them 10,000 that was currently already there wanted to buck up. You got all your replacement, and you got an extra 2,000 just in case a couple of them want to quit. So it's easy. Esau just throwing money at the problem, because he printing the money. See, ultimately all these different political ideas, they're coming from the international banking families, the elite, the so-called elite. Because you're not the elite, you're just the ruling class Edomites. Let's get past that. It says that the big beautiful bill passed last July, and you might recall tripled ICE's budget from around $10 billion a year to close to $30 billion. So it tripled it up. And a billion is 1,000 million. So $1 million times 1,000. That's $1 billion. So big money is getting put up, to persecute the Israelites. And you other nations as well. Because you other nations, Moab, Ishmael, Elon, y'all getting pulled over and getting your ID checked too. You ain't exempt from this. Esau coming down with great wrath. It says all told is, so pointed out last year, the bill allocates more than $170 billion over 4 years for border and interior enforcement, with a stated goal of deporting 1 million immigrants each year. So they going in, man. That is more than the yearly budget for all local and state law enforcement agencies combined across the entire United States. Yeah, because since ICE is a federal agency, they have a lot more, wiggle room and a lot more leeway as far as being able to pull certain things off. And that's being shown in this, this current situation in Minneapolis. If that was just a security guard, a mall security guard, he would have been up under the jail. But because, you have a certain shield, you behind that, you behind that order, you behind that fraternal order. Now you get more leeway. That's how they're able to, they flash a badge. All right, I'm FBI. They flash that little thing. Okay, now they can get to the crime scene and they get past the yellow tape and different privileges and, do you know who the hell I am? These people are around us. These people are among us. All right, these different individuals that, work for, and we know them in our lives. You may have a neighbor or, someone in your family that's an ICE agent or a Border Patrol agent or, whatever the case is. Why? Because that's what's paying the bills, the persecution of the Israelites. You persecute your own people, man. Says that the largest percentage increase goes to finding, arresting, detaining, and deporting immigrants already living in the U.S., most of whom have not committed a crime, and many of whom have had lawful status. Yeah, so even if you got the paperwork, they tired of it. They tired of even looking at you. It's clear what all this adds up to. There will be more Renees, and they will all be smeared and trashed by DT and his followers. Which I don't know. This article's coming off. It's coming off a little bit biased. Whoever wrote this article. Hey, cause we are for all the ridiculousness that he's bringing, because ultimately hey, and we wouldn't be surprised if he the one who want to announce the Sea Hip. That's fine too. If he, okay, let me be the one to announce the C-Hip. All right. We are for that. Because we know, hey, this guy, he's speeding things up. We're loving it. We're loving it. Because everything is picking up traction through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Everything's picking up traction. So it goes into, what the who were aware of the situation, which, we don't need all that. Yeah, this was this was more like a rant, which you're supposed to just bring out the information, man. They over here having these little cuts from good information, and they just cut off into something that's kind of just besides the fact. Alright, so skip past all that yada yada. It says this is going to get much worse, which it is. It is. So I'm going to get into a few precepts. And then, in the video, Lord's will is edifying. This is the book of Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? And these laws that they're constantly coming, it's getting worse and worse. Now, it's just illegal for you to be born somewhere. And Jake still don't get the bigger picture. All right, the ultimate goal is the C-Hip. Psalms 94 and 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous, in all these different groups that they have. These three-letter word groups, 2-letter word groups. Doing all these different lobbyings, these different filibusters and campaigns to push what? More hell on the Israelites. And I gotta include you other nations just, as an example, because y'all have to follow the same rules as Jake. It's just Jake got the curses on him, so Jake has more issues. Jake has a harder time, so to speak, living life, just in general, because we are the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So we are blessed. We are also a cursed people, having that balance, and that's why Lord's will we turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushua Shem Kodash and flee away from that sin. All right, because the more we sin, the less perfect we are. It's our goal to be more perfect. All right, we can't be 100% perfect yet. As perfect as we can be through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Psalms 94 and 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. But the Lord is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. So everybody gonna be praying to Mary, especially Northern Kingdom. They love the rosaries. You can go to Jake's house. It'd be a big ass Mother Mary made out of stone in the backyard. They got a Mary fountain. They might just have somewhere where they just put flowers up and just have her in the garden. I see that a lot. I've seen that in a lot of Catholic. At a lot of Catholic churches, I've seen on the outside they'll have kind of like an overhang grove, and then they'll stick, a Mother Mary statue in there. Jake is obsessed with the Mother Mary statue, which, man, it's It's off. It's off. It's wicked. It's wickedness. That ain't got nothing to do with, you know, with the true history. We don't need it. That don't have nothing. That don't have nothing to do with this ministry. You know, anybody talking about Mother Mary, this, don't even get into it. See, we ignoring you Christians, you Catholics, Jehovah's Witness, all y'all, man. Atheists, all y'all. We ignoring you. We don't want to debate with you. All right, because we not going to have fellowship, man. Y'all are enemies. Psalms 94 and 22. But the Lord is my defense. Yeah, so we don't need y'all to protect us. We got the Lord. And my power is the rock of my refuge. And who's that rock? Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. That's that rock that we are waiting. Hey, we're waiting to be saved. That's our foundation. You know, we waiting to be saved by our Lord. All right, Lord's will, we be the elect brides, waiting for our husband, Yahweh Shai. Because you got these other camps that say, oh, y'all being, which I don't even want to repeat what he said, just clarification. Jacob's trouble is gay. Wanting to get out of Jacob's trouble or wanting to be saved from Jacob's trouble is gay. You fucking crazy for that statement, man. Like, wanting to get saved out of this hellhole is gay. Waiting on our Lord is gay. Yet we ain't even gonna get into that, man. We ain't even gonna get into that. We at the point where, okay, you niggas, you where you at, right? Where we're at, Lord's will, we be of the elect, and y'all niggas gonna get fried up. Okay, if waiting on the Lord is gay, then okay, whatever. Call it whatever you want to call it, because y'all, everything that's good is evil to wicked ass Jake, and then everything that's evil is good to Jake. So these niggas don't know what they want. And the Lord got something and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord got something for you niggas. All you slanderous, false accusing niggas from all the other camps. The Lord got something for you. It's about that time. Alright? He on the move. And he coming for you niggas too. All you guys who think you too high up to get persecuted. All these different guys in IUIC, ISUPK, Sons of Thunder, HOI, WFI, all the different camps, man. And the Lord ain't dealing with you. Now, of course, you have the elect that's sprinkled in there. Yet, your ass is supposed to be gone. We're not going to keep saying that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, starting off with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. We ain't going to keep saying that door of mercy is still open, because it's about to close. It's about to close. You got these different guys, different individuals who are on the fence in these different camps. Okay, GMS is right about the chip. They right about the prophecies. You better get up off the fence, because you running out of time. Hey, man. Yahweh Shem Shai don't want to work with anybody who just maybe I get around to understanding the truth. No, you need to get it now. We coming up on the famine of the word. Right? Psalms 94 and 23. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. Yeah, so you done. This place, Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be a lake of fire from them intercontinental ballistic missiles, intercontinental nuclear ballistic missiles. The Lord going to scrap this place, man. Getting cut off. It's going to be, and not just ICE, it's going to be every single agency out here. All of them. Then what eventually? Different troops. All right, martial law. You know, people desiring to go into a city, you know, and shall not be able, roughly paraphrasing, shut down. Hey, it's getting to that point out here. All right, we waiting for that C-hip to pop its head out. The C-hip is on the way. All these different distractions and rumors of war and all these different things. It's, you know, the economy tanking is leading to the C-hip. Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all the international banking elite, ruling class Edomites, all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, yet right he controlled the money, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So that's one of the main prophecies that we are looking for. Of course, we're looking for all the prophecies. Yet that's one of the main prophecies that we're especially looking for, you know, in these times. It's right around the corner. The C-hip right around the corner. You know, we almost there. We speed, you know, we coming in, crashing in like a meteor into the C-hip. We blazing through that. You know, 1,000 miles per hour. We just blazing through. You know, headed straight to, going straight to the C-hip. This place is gonna be through. These people gonna be at the C-hip stations. And it's gonna end ultimately with the people that got C-hip. You're gonna get dipped. America, Babylon the Great, gonna be completely destroyed, and the Lord is gonna come back for his elect, the elect of the nation of Israel. So with that, Lord's will, you're edified. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, once again, who rule well and teach well, from the elder apostle Tahar on down. All right, along with the sincere salutations to the elder bishops, along with you brothers, continuing to labor all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the 100%, you know, accurate, true doctrine. Kwam Yasharallah and the Bible Ball. Shalom.